Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome to the demo of Beacon Pines. From what I can tell from the trailer, it looks like it's a story-based game where you can modify the direction of the story, but I think we should just jump right into it. Especially since there is no title screen from here. The demo just jumps right into it itself. Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. And there's our young boy. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he is here for a reason. That is a very nice transition. Hey, Dad. The morning light filtered through the trees onto the gravestone. How are things going? A gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. Rollo was Luca's closest friend. I knew I'd find you here. Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them. And after I checked the pond, and climbed up the treehouse. Then I knew I'd find you here. Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave. Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone, too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad, see you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Very much like the storybook presentation. Wonderful, I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing, very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. You know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since before the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rolo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. What do you expect to find there? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rolo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rolo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. What game is this kind of reminding me of? This kind of reminds me of a little bit of Oxenfree. Like, you got a little bit of like a pleasant startup, but under the shade of an old straw hat, the scarecrow held a knowing smirk. And obviously this would remind me of A Night in the Woods. Partially due to its anthropomorphic characters, but also its more quirky sense of humor. It's grounding in this kind of small-town reality. One of its button eyes had been pecked out by a brash crow, creating the impression of an eternal wink. Why, hello, pigs. Hey, Jack. Morning, Jill. Salutations, Dr. Hassan. Salutations, Dr. Hassan Pfeffer III. I appreciate that you have 2 normal names and 1 severely complicated one. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran smells kind of funny. Suit yourself. I won't be long. Anything to inspect around the house? It appears the answer is no. Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They have been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house. Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. The drawer was packed with his dad's old baseball card collection. An urge to collect things was passed on to Luca. Ponder. I wonder if I'll be able to find an orb to ponder. That is the best way to remove yourself from a chair. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house as if by grandmotherly obligation. Alright, shall we go there or upstairs? Let's go upstairs. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. I have a vague guess that these things that you're collecting, these elements, become action verbs that can be used in the story as it continues. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. That is quite chill, with his socks and his sandals. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night. I don't know if this game has a run button. Oh, there's a jump. But I also feel as though the size of the areas lend themselves more towards not needing a sprint. Oof, something has gone wrong in there. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string. Junk. It's the junk drawer. Alas, no platforming. Oh my, this is quite exciting. I'm now certain that you are the one I have been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. You can use the various charms you have collected to alter events, and thus completely rewrite the fate of Beacon Pines. This is no small thing. So step forth, dear reader, and grasp hold of destiny itself. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench. Hey Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special. The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved. We were just gonna go chill for the day? Ponder for the day? We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on the truth. You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper. Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A simple word can change the course of history. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time you can use a Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. This conversation with Gran seems innocent enough. The perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things. We were just going to ponder for the day. Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly? This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi. Well, you know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering. Nailed it. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. I could always use an extra ponderous of pondering. Now, where is my orb to ponder? Also, another thing this game reminds me of is, it kind of reminds me of the art style of Legend of Mana. One of the games that is kind of sort of the inspiration for the channel, simply because I've never gotten around to playing it, but also because it's kind of built off of these kind of segmented areas. Come on, come on! Dang it, Rolo. For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary. Yeah, hello. There's a whole bunch of folk. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound you. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the frickin' king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. I'm just, catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. The beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about news? The beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. It's like you're looking at tiny dioramas of a town. It's a very pleasant aesthetic. Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their boots at the early bean. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted. The two wandered down the wooden path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up? Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we? Have you seen my idiot brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Come on, Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up, I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo, so we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And stupid. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also, couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Must have slipped my mind. Thanks for letting me know. Anyways, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind. Oh, I do mind. I'm not going to catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and feed those chickens, or I haul you home myself. Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... chill? Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report. So Fitz, What are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. That was a good try. Duke Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do on his own. A bit much, if you ask me. Nun Creed's drugstore. Deals, deals, deals. Also, a little bit of Scarlet Hollow. Like, there's a lot of... There's quite a few games where it's, like, creepy stuff taking place in a little town. With a heavy emphasis on story. Like, there's probably, like, a whole genre for just that. Kip's Hardware went out of business over a year ago. The building had sat vacant ever since. Like, one of the sections in the main town in Scarlet Hollow, like, one of the emphasis there is the fact that the town is running out of money, and shops are closing. Miss Novak's bookstore was often closed until after lunch. Rummaging through the dusty piles of books was one of Luca's favorite ways to kill time. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed, I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance. A promise Gran regretted the second it was made. Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Oh my. I can see a lot of regret in any relationship with him. The phone booth was brand new, part of the town's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use. Would you say that there wasn't that much call for a new phone? But bees! Can I bother the bees? The answer is no. The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weep Wood. Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new? The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz. Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here? Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option. I'm definitely not touching that thing. Oh. As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained. That's 2. 1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence. Okay, moment of truth. Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life. Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here? There was only one way to find out. I mean, well, there are multiple ways, but... Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there. That is a fun piano, in the background. Not quite ambient, but not quite, like dominating the scene. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. Locked. Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better. A zipper? Footsteps? The sound of footsteps grew louder. Hello? Shit. The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab and into the green light. This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself, but change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit. Okay. This is an interesting twist on the formula, because usually, like, a lot of the formula tends to be you need to figure out what the right way to proceed is. But in this idea, like, you are experimenting with different wrong ways in order to discover the right way. And the wrong ways are also important in informing what you do the right way. Make a break for it! This is madness! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Notencreed. Kinda in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win! Little help? I am the champion! We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pa always said you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Well, thank you for your supervision. Whoa, you're a genius. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress. As the glowing winds of the old warehouse come into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly. Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 crack detectives are on the case. This is crazy. This is awesome. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose! Aw, man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. I'm tempted to prove you wrong, but I wouldn't want to embarrass you. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. Oh, dang. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. Hang on, there's more. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming, give me your hand. I'm trying, my hands are covered in squish. Scoot over, I'm coming in. Why is Radioactive Man twitching so much? That is not a normal amount of twitching. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back, get down. The boys sat petrified under the weight of the bag. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm, there's no reason to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo. Yeah, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing. Luca sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo, no sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night, throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 2. Finding a Friend. I think I'm going to stop here. It's definitely interesting so far. I wonder exactly how often the game mechanics will be interacting with the storyline, and that's always the question for most story-heavy games, is how does the gameplay component interact? But it definitely is very interesting. I really enjoy the art style. I really enjoy the music, the story, the characters. I'll have to keep an eye on this game as it develops. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.